Rachel Barentine with Start Feeling Awesome here. I want to talk today about what to do with your symptom load. As I've been sharing my story and sharing a little bit about health, and as we've launched this new website, startfeelingawesome.com, more and more people, more and more of my friends are actually expressing to me how they've been struggling with fibromyalgia or struggling with symptoms and energy levels and just feeling depleted, or chronic headaches, chronic pain, that kind of thing. And a lot of it, as I run into people, their symptoms sound an awful lot like Lyme disease. And it's not that Lyme disease is everything everywhere, but it is amazing how much of it is coming out, and people are realizing, wow, I actually have Lyme disease. I don't know where I got it or when I got it. Don't remember getting bit by a tick. But all that to say, the big question that people come up with is, should they get tested? If they do get tested, then what? And there's no set answer to that, but the more I look into it and the more I've been reading up on Lyme disease and fibromyalgia and those kinds of symptoms, the more I'm realizing it really doesn't matter what a test says if you don't feel good. Like, the whole goal is for you to get your life back and to stop feeling those symptoms, to feel great, to wake up with energy and vibrancy. If you struggle with chronic headaches, wouldn't it be great to wake up and not feel like somebody hit you in the back of the head with a baseball bat? I mean, that's how I used to feel years ago. I don't think you need a test result, or you don't need a test that comes out and says this is way abnormal, or this is out of range, or your inflammatory markers are off the charts. That's kind of helpful. It's kind of helpful. It can tell you how far or how much of the disease process is, it can tell you how sick you are. But in the end, I don't know that it's going to change treatment necessarily, because I'm coming more and more to the just the sense that big gun antibiotics and antivirals and big heavy pharmaceuticals are just not super helpful. But the big question I get is, should I have the test? The tests are $600, $700, $800, and my insurance doesn't cover them. And my answer to that would be, if you have extra money and you can afford it and you really, really want to know, then yes, have the tests. If you are tight, if you have children in college, if you're raising a family, if you're like most people and you don't have those extra dollars just sitting around, then don't have the testing done. Dr. Rawls, rawlsmd.com, has a whole herbal protocol that you can start. You can order it online. In fact, I even did this last night. I went to his website, and he has a quiz that you can take right there on his supplement website that will send you an email about 24 hours later and tell you, based on the answers to the questions of your quiz that you did based on your symptom load, will give you an idea and a pathway for where you should start with the herbs that he recommends. Now, I just ordered the first month of his Vital program. It's about $260, $280. That's not a small amount of money, but if you're talking about spending $800 on a test versus putting that $800 toward treatment, man, I would say go for the treatment. Opt for the treatment over the testing, because that's what's going to actually help get you feeling better, okay? It doesn't really matter what the tests say, because your body and you and how you feel and your symptom load speaks volumes. It speaks volumes as that something is going wrong, something's not quite right. And I love Rawls MD because he explains, he has a book online that I'm currently reading, and he explains what the different herbs do, why they work, how they work, why they're part of his protocol, why they're part of the supplement system and kit that he combines it all with. You can go other places and buy each individual herb if you want to, but basically he's combined them all and put these blends together so that you don't have to do all that work. It'll save you money, it'll save you time. Frankly, that's more important, right? And I know $300 is not cheap. It's not cheap. But at least that $300 or that $250 is going to go toward your treatment, rather than just finding out a test result that then leaves you in the same spot. What do I do next? Where do I go next? What doctor do I see? What kind of prescriptions do I need? Meanwhile, if you're doing herbs, if you're doing his herbal protocol, you don't need a prescription for that. Isn't that awesome? You don't need a doctor and you don't need a prescription to do his herbal protocol. Now he does have health coaches too that you can contact and reach out to, and they can help you, find your next steps or figure out what's going to go on. But the chances are, if your story is anything like mine, you probably didn't get sick overnight. It probably wasn't something that was just like, overnight, and so you're not going to probably get well overnight either. So you need to, do these herbal protocols, start the treatment, and give yourself 6 months. Give yourself 6 months to see if you feel any better. And what I would encourage you to do is to take notes on your symptoms. Start writing down, write down what your symptom, rate your symptoms. Get a sheet, write them down, give them a 0 through 10, rate them each day, or rate them 2 or 3 times a week. And do that as you go through your supplement program, as you go through the herbal program, to see if you're making progress. Because that is the main thing. If after 6 months you've made 0 progress, then you probably are on the wrong track. There's probably something else that's going on that you're missing, or that doctors need to investigate. But there's an 89% satisfaction rate on his supplements that he, his protocol that he recommends. And I actually appreciate a guy that doesn't put 100% satisfaction, because that's not the truth, right? But if almost 90% of the people doing this are experiencing progress and getting some results, that is a really good sign. That is a really good sign. So, skip the test, go for the treatment. I just want you to start feeling awesome. Hey, if you're liking these videos and they're helpful for you, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.